welcome to the new adaptation of the tour video, which is an update. I'm actually using my old model for a little bit since, haha, I want to do it. Welcome to Mortisian Syndicate. We're a 1920s inspired roleplay groups with some fantasy aspects sprinkled in. We have some D&D dice rolls for some flair to make sure that everything's fair. The actual Babylon in our lore has been actually, founded in 1847. Over here is the support me wall, so if you wish to, support the community, you're more welcome to do that. Even the Discord link is at the bottom of the area here. It's going to be backwards for you because, I'm using the selfie mode. If you are an avatar creator, the support me line, which is the top part of it, is the maximum height requirement. I'm actually below it. And my character is actually a little bit smaller herself. The Land of Tomorrow. Of course we have ours. Then we have the lab units, Waifuware and Kochan Yakuza. Lab unit and Waifuware are more militaristic roleplay groups. And Waifuware is actually helping us with some of our inspiration right now. And Kochina Yakuza is actually used to be part of our community. The people who created it was the Dons of the Shikaku, no less. And in another video I'll be going over all the families. Just this one, I don't really have time to go over the families. And besides, it's not really up to date on that way. The rules of roleplay. If you come to our world, you can actually read them for yourself. There is actually one rule that's not being, presented out, is respect the DM staff. They're doing their best to, make the roleplay very fair. And then there's also no European allowed in our community because we are at least 16 and above rank. If you're a little bit more mature with a higher up say so, then you can be a part of our community at the age of 14 and 15, but we have to have the higher up say so, and you guys have to be exactly very mature because the content in our roleplay is actually mildly mature. Also, respect one another as if they're your own family members, so basically don't walk up to them and, call them and names and everything unless that's what your character is. React to situation as if they are, as your character would react to them, so you're not like, huh, that person just died. Just act how you like to act. All characters must be at least 18 or older because we have morals. We don't want to end up killing kids unless it's to prove a point, hence why we don't like people being as kids. Let's continue on. The word wall right behind me is actually the Oath of Omerta. Basically, this is the oath that you take after you become a soldier after your third day event of being an associate. You have 3 days of being an associate. After your third event day, you be promoted to a soldier. If you haven't decided a house, then you have an entire 7 days. I'm not going to go over the phone booth, but each phone booth goes a specific way. We'll actually explain it to you when you're here in the world. Let's go over to North Babylon. Just a little side note, if you happen to use an elevator, not an elevator, but the phone booth, to basically teleport you to specific sections of the world, in lore, that is basically, a way to show that you took a taxi. One of the many fun facts, the clock tower is actually linked to your time zone on your PC. The cemetery right here is the IRL cemetery, so we highly recommend you to respect this cemetery at all times. If you have a loved one or someone that you thought didn't have a good funeral, they could be buried in our virtual cemetery with a proper militaristic funeral with honor guard and everything. I'm going to go by the in-character cemetery. So this is the in-character cemetery. If your character is, permadead, which there's many ways that your character could die, because you can die at anything, or like the Dark Souls roleplay. But if your character happens to die, if you're a beloved NPC or an actual beloved main character, you will have also a proper funeral. Let's go by there. As you can see, there's a lot of main characters that has passed away. Actually, the fucker who's literally right here, he came back as a spirit. The Babylon Police Department. It is literally just a police department. Not just the police, it's just also the emergency medical team, so it's the EMTs, as well as the firefighters. So anything government organized is what they do. I will explain a little bit more about them when I do the video for the families, or personally there. Also, when you go across the street, make sure you look both ways before crossing the streets, because it is the 1920s. There was no traffic laws, so people don't give a shit. They will run your ass over. It's out of character. This is not my character that play in, because, too big. Okay, so the parks. I'm not even going to do all the fun facts about the parks because it's going to take a while to actually explain everything. But needless to say, these are the fun parks. Just come out here, relax, spend time with your loved ones, your family members, as well as your clan members. I say clan instead of the families that we usually say for specific family groups, is because it just confused, because not everyone within the clan is actually your actual biological family, or married family, or adopted family. So I basically split those two apart. Also, do not push that button. What do? Because it'll shut the gate, and we can't open it unless you're a select few that has the program set up to it. Alright. The statue of Graham Vita Mortem himself. We basically created this to honor him and thank him for all his hard work to keep our community, alive for the past 2 years. Because our community actually started in 2022, and it was after he created the Lolly Mafia. He decided, yeah, you know what, let's just go away from the Lolly Mafia stuff and just become our own thing, which is the Mortisian Syndicate. I will explain exactly what that is in either a later video or in person, because I am actually very active in the community. Alright, let's head into the hotel itself. This way I actually have to turn around and actually go in through the doors, because I will break myself. Alright, so this is the hotel. Over here is the reception desk, where you actually, if you're visiting, if not actually an Imperial or a staff member, just bring your weapons over here and they will be stored away for safekeeping, because the hotel, even though it's being owned by the Imperials, it is neutral ground. This is where everyone from every single faction of the families, other factions come in and, take refuge here, as well as just normal everyday people. But if there's a receptionist, they'll actually take your weapons, as well as, have like a room ready for you to actually rent. I don't remember the exact pricing for everything due to, memory and everything being jumbled up again. But they will actually help you. Now, this room over here that I'm coming into, this is the AFK area. So if you are in the middle of roleplay and you're not doing this, well, nope, never mind. This doesn't have an AFK animation. My bad. But if, say, you want to go AFK, have to do something really fast, have to go use the restroom, either if you can't make your way to the AFK area, which is the bathroom, the spawn area is also an AFK area. Also, the mirrors, they don't work. The reason for them not working is because, one, to optimize the world. Sorry, I just lost my words. And also, no mirror dwelling. If you wish to mirror dwell in your own time or Syndicate times. But, however, VRChat has added a new feature in your menus, which it allows you to put down your own mirrors, so you can mirror dwell anywhere as well as roleplay. And I highly recommend actually having a mirror out while role playing. If you have a avatar who doesn't like to, cooperate with you, you can at least fix yourself while in role play. Many words that you can actually say is, "Hey, I need your restroom," or as if you're a lady, I say, "I like to powder. I'm gonna go powder my nose." I have used that quite a few times. All right. As you can see behind me, there is a service elevator and a service door. You do not go anywhere near those things unless you are specifically told to go down to the basement to check on the, generator. Because the generator actually powers the entire city. If the power goes out, at least a hotel can provide power. This is not in a normal tour, but I'm at least going to show you that these doors do work. So, this is the back of the hotel. And if you can see behind me, I don't know how well you can see it, there is a beach. But as of right now, of this video at least, we had like some attacks going on. Go back into the hotel. Alright, we're going to head up to the amphitheater now. Also, if you break any vases or anything breakable, depends on how bad the damage is, will varies between on your punishments. Either by Lady Leonora Morte, which is the head matron of the Imperials, and the hotel itself will put you in a maid outfit. If it's something very severe, as in damaged anything of the property, like a chandelier, a wall, the stairs, the railing, a door, some of the potted plants, if you eat any of the plants, the hotel herself will eat you because the hotel is alive. I have witnessed that character. Okay, over here. The kitchen. I'm not going to go inside of it because, a lot of the associates aren't supposed to go in there unless you are hotel staff. If you need to, want to become a hotel staff, just ask any of us and we can actually give you maid and butler training, as well as bartending training and, entertainment training. The bar. If you are not a bartender, you're not allowed to be behind. I, for one, am a bartender. These glasses tends to disappear on us, and same with the bottles, but if you can see, we have actual working liquid physics. See? So we have actual liquid physics, so it's more, realistic. But we have, oh, you can't see the prop. Well, we have, the drink menu and a food menu, as well as a special menu. Specific items will actually cost specific things. As in, for an example, a Bloody Mary is $50 because it is literally any type of blood with standard whiskey. Because that is for the vampires. Because we have multiple races that you can do. We have grog, which a lot of the undead likes to drink because, we can't die to, alcohol poisoning. But we have specially menus for all special cases. So I'm going to go over each section, the booths real fast. So this is the Scions. Over here is the Shikaku. Right here is the what used to be the Brotherhood of Astari, the Order of Silence, the Diablos, Babylon Police Department, Imperial Lower, and Imperial Higher. The casino. It is currently not working. The button that you see right behind me will crash the instant. Do not push it. We will find out that you pushed it and you'll be basically get kicked in the ass for it, because why would you crash the instance if you knew that the button is a crasher? Okay. The booths right behind me, these are private booths. You basically have private conversations with them. The pool tables, there's a 50-50 chance that, it will not break for desktop. But you can play on them, have fun games, as well as, tournaments. I forgot to also show you the other seating area. Extra seating for, quiet place. I'm actually able to walk backwards in this world because I know this world like the back of my head. Alright, the next location, which is literally the VIP area. If you're an underboss or above, you are able to sit in here, and this is also the only pay to win area. The only way we say, pay to win, you just basically donate some money through a Patreon, and you can able to sit in here. And then the final location is the library. This is where you actually do studying. In our role plays, we actually do physically study both in and out of character. We learn our own paths as we are learning them in character. Let's just say this is the end of the tour. I will at least say that the books on this side are free to own, free to rent. The books over here are the pay to rent, and these books right here are the very lock and key and very strong glass case, as well as, all the tomes. That is the end of our tour here. If you wish to have an extended tour and the actual physical tour, so you can actually see and witness the entire world for yourself and not by the perspective of my camera, just more welcome to hit me up on my Discord, and I will come to the world and assist you and show you around. And my husband will also help with the extended tour, will give you a lot more details, take you to places that I unfortunately am not able to take you during this video because we are trying to shorten the time. Hope you enjoyed the roleplay. Bye bye.